Should game trailers start with logos? No. Thanks for watching. Keep watching for a more nuanced answer. My name is Lieu, I make indie game trailers, and this is Video Game Trailer Academy, a series of videos to help you make better game trailers. In general, I tell people to never start a game trailer with logos unless you're legally obligated to. The reason is simply because most games aren't made by developers whose names and/or logo are well known, or released by publishers who have a distinct flavor of game they release. By the way, this also goes for trailers which include a title card which says, Game Studio Presents. Consider the journey of someone who clicks a link to a trailer. They're likely thinking, this looks interesting, I'd like to see footage of this game. Now think of how frustrating it is to spend 4 to 6 seconds or more looking at unfamiliar logos. They might even mistake the studio logo for the name of the game. I can almost guarantee that when they see unfamiliar logos, most people are going to start skipping ahead right away. This is a bad user experience which doesn't exactly ingratiate yourself to the audience. If I show a logo at all in a trailer I'm making, I typically start with a gameplay footage cold open to hook the audience, then quickly show the logos and transition to the meat of the trailer. Assuming the audience likes the cold open, I don't think they'll mind waiting a couple seconds for logos, and I do mean just a couple seconds. A trailer is no time to show a full animation of a logo unless people are going to be really happy to see it. More on that later. But Derek, how does a developer's name and logo get recognition if no one sees the logo? That's a $1 million question far beyond the scope of this video, but game developer recognition generally isn't earned from trailers, it's earned from the games. And even one good game might not be enough to earn name recognition. An unfamiliar logo will have little to no positive impact on a trailer. If I'm making a trailer for a less well-known game developer and I don't put the logos after a cold open, I'll usually put them on the end slate so they're attached to the trailer somewhere. This is just in case someone who really enjoys what they see is curious to look them up afterwards. What if a name or logo is well known enough to elicit a positive response? First of all, congratulations. This means there's at least one good game associated with a developer or publisher. In this case, the logo or name should 100% go in the trailer, but still not necessarily from the get-go. I'll go through some examples of games, game developers, or publishers who are fortunate enough to be able to do this. Let's start on the high end with Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog has years and years of quality work and a huge fan base. Seeing the Naughty Dog logo is automatically a call for attention, especially if there's been no recent news about projects they're working on. Case in point, during the 2011 Spike VGA Awards, the audience was primed to see trailers for new games coming out in the coming years. With this knowledge, when they saw the Naughty Dog logo, they flipped out and applauded at what ended up being the announced trailer for The Last of Us. You can hear it in this video of the live stream of the event. That's one way to take advantage of recognition, and of course it works great when you have such a massive fan base. But another way which I prefer is what they did for the reveal of The Last of Us Part 2. The teaser opens slowly with a shot of a forest. The camera slowly tracks backward a few times, revealing a bit more. 30 seconds in, we see the logo for the Fireflies, which was immediately met with rapturous applause. There's a cut to black, as if to give time for the inevitable applause. Then it cuts to the Naughty Dog logo, clarifying things for anyone who might not recognize the Fireflies logo. The audience applauded even louder. I was there at the event, and the excitement was electrifying. This is the power of a name and logo people really love to see. There are a couple other good examples from the Game Awards. The first is from 2017 with the reveal of Camposanto's game In the Valley of Gods. Full disclosure, I didn't work on this trailer, but I'm friends with a team who are now at Valve. This trailer opens with old film footage of 2 women riding camels through the desert, which transitions to widescreen with some epic music, which then cuts to black. Then we see from the creators of Firewatch. You can hear the audience cheer upon seeing this and the Camposanto logo. Based on how well Firewatch performed, they might have gotten away with showing their logo from the get-go. But since this is only their second game, I think it was smart to start with the game footage and say, from the creators of Firewatch first. In similar fashion, 2018's Game Awards reveals Supergiant Games' new game, Hades. There's about 15 seconds of footage in this trailer before it's revealed to be by Supergiant Games. When I was watching this on the live stream, I was already excited by the beautiful art. I tried to place the style, but I was beyond excited when the logo revealed. Another example is indie game publisher Devolver Digital. They have a dedicated fan base despite releasing games as different as Hotline Miami and Grease. Many of their trailers have movie-style credits which open with their name and the developers. The comments on their YouTube videos consistently have people who are happy to play any game released by them. Thus, their name and logo have power, and can and should be shown as soon as possible in their trailers. Annapurna Interactive is another game publisher who I think can deservedly show their logo at the beginning of trailers for games, because they've cultivated a unique sense of taste in the games they release. Ultimately, the choice is up to you, but I encourage you to be honest with yourself about how much sway your logo holds. Does it truly spark joy in enough people they'll not just recognize it, but be excited to see it? You might have to swallow your pride. Don't show your logo just because you see other people do it. I think if you feel you absolutely have to show the logo, the safest approach is to show gameplay first and shuffle through the logos as quickly as possible before resuming gameplay footage. But when you know for sure the logos really mean something to your audience, milk the heck out of that power. I send out game trailer making tips like this every Sunday via my mailing list, so if you'd like more, please subscribe at GameTrailerTips.com. Thanks as always to my top Patreon supporters who help me make more videos like this. Links to all the trailers in this video are located down below.